the 17th of June until the 4th of November of 2023, the planet Saturn is going to go retrograde into the sign of Pisces. Saturn is the planet of time, effort, limits, and karma, and Pisces is a highly mutable, imaginative, unconditionally loving energy. So what could this energy bring into your life? Hey crew, I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. Make sure to like and share and subscribe to my channel to support my work. And you can also become my patron on Patreon for more astrological content. All this introductory stuff out of the way, in this clip today, I'm not going to be talking too much about what Saturn and Pisces represents for the whole collective and for your specific placements, your planets, points, and what it means through the zodiac houses, because I have another video. Make sure to check that out. I break down a lot of things in that specific video. In this one today, I'm only going to be focused on the retrograde period and what does it mean when Saturn retrogrades. So buckle up, because we're going to have a really soothing and interesting astrological chat. Astrologers are quite divided regarding what a retrograde period means. Ancient astrologers used to attribute Saturn some pretty negative, malefic characteristics. Saturn was associated with Satan, the energy of materialism over the important emotional and spiritual aspects of the soul. But it's fascinating that right now Saturn, the most material energy in the zodiac, is in one of the most spiritual and emotional signs of the zodiac, Pisces. According to ancient astrologers, periods of retrograding were moments when the malefic energy of planet Saturn was weakened. So it was almost like a break, a holiday for ancient astrologers. They actually thought that when Saturn was retrograding, the planet is a little bit drunk and its energy was not as forthcoming as it normally should have been. Now, due to advances in astronomy, modern astrologers are changing their opinion regarding the influence of a Saturn retrograde. It is believed to be a time when the power of the planet Saturn is doubled. So this means that the normal characteristics of Saturn, limits, effort, karma, discipline, needing to be perseverant and overcome many obstacles and challenges on your path to success, using your ambition to create something material, something pragmatic and tangible, all of these things are actually enhanced. So much like a Mercury retrograde is a period that both complicates the energy of the planet Mercury and tends to send a lot of facts spinning into a disorder, a period of Saturn retrograde is the same. You will feel both the need for more limits, discipline, and protection around you in your life, and at the same time, this will be very hard to reach or attain in your local environment. So during a Saturn retrograde, Saturnian themes will be the focus. How disciplined are you? Are you really committing to those important things you want to see material results for in your life? Depending where you have Saturn in your chart, whether it is transiting over your Venus, so your love life and your relationships might be tested. Saturn retrograde over your Venus could also bring up the chance to divorce somebody, or might get you to reevaluate the separation from a person that you had some sort of love connection to. But Saturn crossing over a Venus could also be about beauty, cosmetic surgery. It could be about the ways in which you work towards amassing a sum of money and enhancing and protecting your savings account. So it all depends on your specific points in the chart and what aspects are they making to other planets. And feel free to get in touch with me for a personal birth chart report. I do offer those if you would like me to look more deeply into how Saturn retrograde is affecting you in the coming period. Keep in mind, I also offer a transit report, and you can get as many of those as you would like for all the retrograde and return moments of a specific planet in your chart. So as I said, I'm not going to be too focused on what Saturn is doing in each of the houses and on each of your points, because I already broke that down in a previous video. I'm only going to be talking about this contradictory, dualistic energy that Saturn retrograde is going to bring up to the surface in the next months. So we do have a large period of time. We're going to be living with the Saturn retrograde throughout the entirety of July, August, September, and October. So we have 4 months in which we can take our time to deal with a specific issue that is being brought up to the fore as an aspect where you will need to persevere. Where are you making a commitment? Are you truly 100% dedicated to achieving that goal? Are you willing to put extra effort to get there? Are you willing to redo certain things? Are you willing to correct mistakes, to take criticism from other people and make it work for you? This is what Saturn retrograde is going to bring up to the fore. There will be two competing energies at play. Saturn both dries up the energy in a specific chart or of a specific planet, and also increases the desire for that very thing that it has dried up. Especially now that it is in the dual sign of Pisces, you will feel both drawn towards commitment and effort and perseverance. You will be 100% there. You will say, yes, I want to make this relationship work. Yes, I want to finish my book. Yes, I want to earn more money. Yes, I want to switch professionally and do something I've always wanted to do. And at the same time, you're going to want to escape it. You're going to run away from it. You're going to self-sabotage. You're going to find ways to just say, you know what? I can deal with this tomorrow. There's too much pressure right now. I feel incredibly overwhelmed. There could be both a desire to work towards a creative project and the lack of inspiration or the creativity that you need to finish that specific project. There could be an increased desire to completely hunker down and achieve your professional goals, while at the same time, you're desperately in need for a holiday and you need time to rest in order to find the resources, the inner resources, to complete the professional goal. You are going to struggle with your faith in the divine, believing that there is no God. I'm going to quit tarot readings. I'm not going to believe in astrology anymore. What is this all about? People are lying to me. Everybody's a scammer. While at the same time, you will feel the need for God and a certain higher connection to protect you, to bless you. You will wake up and feel that I need to pray today. I need to get in touch with the divine. There is so much uncertainty in my life. I need to figure out a way to connect to a higher power that can empower me. So we're going to have to flow with a number of up and down changes, especially related to our moods and our emotions. Saturn is both going to create limits in your life, bring up obstacles that you will need to find the power to overcome, while at the same time you will feel that everything is incredibly messy and there is nothing to rely upon. And how are you going to create the disciplined effort that you need to achieve a specific outcome if everything is so messy, if everything is all over the place, if you don't even know where you begin and another person ends? This is because Saturn, in the final sign of the zodiac, retrograde, is putting additional pressure, is dumping a load of responsibility that we will all internally feel, both individually but also collectively as a social group of human beings here on Earth trying to make ends meet, to end things. We are going to feel so pulled in the direction of quitting things, quitting a specific location, a specific job, a specific work situation, a relationship. We are just going to want to just be out of it. We are going to want to escape and not have to deal with it. While at the same time, the pressure to begin something new in our lives is going to keep us constantly wondering and worrying about the future. Now, Saturn here is being very coy because it wants you to put effort into letting go. It wants you to keep things flexible, to roll with the mess, to find a disciplined way in which you can actually accept all of these limits and obstacles rather than push too hard towards the creation of pragmatic material aspects. The paradoxical thing with this energy is that the moment when you let go of a certain ambition, that is the moment when you will find the energy and the inner stamina to overcome any hurdle. The moment when you come across something that needs to be redone, reorganized, and you keep thinking and scratching your head, oh my God, this is so much work. I did a lot of work. Now I'm finding out that I need to redo it or correct it. How am I ever going to find a way to actually work through this again? Wait, I found the idea. Oh my God. This is it. I'm going to do it in a much more streamlined, flexible way. Saturn in Pisces wants you to work clever, not harder. It is not the energy of pushing through water. If you push through water, you're going to come across a vast resistance, especially when you're dealing with the ocean. Because Pisces is not just the water of a lake, the one represented by Cancerian energy, for example. Cancerian energy deals with delimited bodies of water. It is all about protecting bodies of water. However, Pisces deals with large quantities of water. It deals with precipitation, it deals with rainfall, it deals with flooding. And we see what is happening at the moment with the war in Ukraine and how they're having to deal both with the expansion of the war and the counteroffensive of Ukraine to Russia, but also with the flooding that is happening in the Kherson region. That was just an example. I'm not going to insist too much on the socio-political events. As I said, I have another video. Please go and watch that. I do talk there about fishing and waters and footwear as well. Now we're going to bring it all back down to Saturn retrograde specifically. A moment of increased Saturnian energy. Things are going to feel even heavier than they have felt in the previous months ever since Saturn entered the sign of Pisces on the 7th of March. You have 4 months right now to work at building up a relationship. You have 4 months to complete a writing assignment, 4 months to reevaluate your professional goals, to quit one job that is no longer working and to start on a new professional path. You have 4 months to accomplish a physical goal, to train your body, to achieve a fitness ambition, to prepare for a marathon. In November, it will come a time where you will see the actual pragmatic results of all this effort. But right now, in June, towards the end of June and the most part of July, please put effort into redefining what is that very thing that you need extra commitment in your life. Do you need to overcome an addiction? Do you need a better health plan? Do you need a better daily routine? Do you need to delegate tasks more, to reorganize your life in such a way that you achieve a work and life balance? Saturn retrograde will not let you rest until you figure out what needs correcting and improving in your daily routine. Issues regarding your skeleton could feel incredibly pressing at this moment, and issues related to your circulatory system. So take extra care of these two aspects related to your health, because as you guys know, your health is directly connected to your wealth. Make sure that you detoxify the body. This is going to be a really important theme with Saturn retrograde. Try to be mindful about what you ingest and try to be also mindful about what boundaries you create around you. Have you been setting boundaries that are too high up? Are your expectations overwhelming those around you? Nobody's able to reach you anymore because of your expectations? Or are your boundaries too low and everybody's walking all over you? Saturn in Pisces is about the limits of kindness, the limits of empathy, and a period of contained creativity, a period of structured spirituality. And as this planet is retrograding, it is getting you to really feel these things on a deeper level. You stand a chance right now to accomplish something pragmatic and material, but you will need to begin first with the commitment. Once you make the commitment to focus on a specific goal and you are able to overcome any obstacle, any hurdle, you're able to go back to the drawing board as many times as you need to refine a specific project. That's the moment when you are going to start to see things shaping up. And you need to be patient with the mess and work each day with this mess to flexibly understand it, to see what creative opportunities, what spiritual insights, what emotional guidance can it give you. Being in touch with your intuition is the #1 tool that you have against the Saturn retrograde depressing energy. And also understanding that feeling things doesn't necessarily mean that they will manifest immediately. In order for a manifestation to actually come about on the material plane, you need to align your physical energy with your emotions, with your words, and your thoughts. So all of these elements need to come through in order for a manifestation to happen. If your thoughts are wandering someplace else, but your emotions have nothing to do with what you're thinking, then your manifestation will be completely muddled. So don't worry if you're going through certain moods or certain weird energy shifts, or if you're feeling some emotions that could be a little bit low vibrational. You will see that if you have the discipline to stick to what you're feeling and acknowledge it and not react on it or project it onto other people, then it will change. Then the landscape, your emotional landscape, will change. You can go from sadness to frustration to anger to peace and to a sense of deep understanding and self-acceptance. Pisces is all about riding the emotional wave and not acting immediately as you're getting an insight, but rather stick to a specific plan and each day come back and build a bit more. So this is a short video. I don't want to insist too much on it. I just wanted to give you a brief sketch, a brief outline of how this energy might affect us in the coming 4 months. Keep in mind that being flexible, tuning into your intuition, and dealing with the acceptance of messes, your mess and other people's emotional messes, is going to be important. Try not to retaliate, but also don't give so much of yourself to the point where people end up treating you like a doormat. Balancing this energy is going to be crucial to how successfully you are able to navigate this very strong Saturnian energy during the Saturn retrograde period. This is what I had for you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much to everybody who's already a patron. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a wonderful rest of the day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Ciao.